Good morning. It's Karen Taradas with Social U, and today's What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday with tips, tricks, and trends as it relates to digital marketing and social media. Today and all month long, we're talking about obstacles for small business owners and entrepreneurs. We've talked about content block. We've talked next week, we're going to talk about imposter syndrome. Today, we're going to talk about overcoming posting fatigue, which is a real thing. If you've been posting for more than a minute, it wears you out and you struggle with content. So we're going to talk about last week. If you'd like to see some ideas to get past content block, you can check that out. But today, let's look at posting fatigue and how to you're going to have it. So how to combat it. Okay, number one. Let's just jump in. And if you guys have any questions, hit me with a comment. Stop me if you're catching the recording of this. I respond to comments, so just hit me with a comment. Okay, how to combat posting fatigue. Number one, mix it up. That sounds really simple, but a lot of people won't do it. If you normally post a URL that goes to an article, maybe post a graphic instead or a meme. If you normally post a meme, maybe post an article, but go for some different kind of content that will help you kind of get out of your own way. Because anytime your brain starts thinking in a different way, you can overcome the obstacle that's obstructing it. The same reason you shouldn't drive home the same way all the time. You should mix it up because it really helps your brain. So just changing how you post is helpful. Okay, number two, host a contest or a giveaway. This is a great way to kind of get around posting fatigue because it takes it out of your hands. All you have to do is come up with an idea for something to give away. And if you guys are familiar with me at all, you've heard me say most people slap their mama for a $5 ice cream cone. Totally true. Or a $5 Starbucks gift card or a $5 gift card to just about anywhere, McDonald's included. So people are always up for a contest, for a giveaway, for a promotion. So that's another great way to kind of get around not having an idea about what to post. Cross promote from one platform to another. Now, one of my big pet peeves is feeding from one platform to the other. So if you have a post on Instagram and you automatically put it to Facebook, that makes me crazy because those tags don't transfer, they don't translate. And your users on Facebook don't want to see 15 hash marks. They can't handle it. So, and if you're posting the same content in the same place every day, you're wearing your audience out. Your audience will stop going to one of the platforms and only go to all the platforms and only go to one platform. Excuse me. I'm not supposed to be having allergies. It's August. But it is what it is. So in order to avoid that, you have to mix it up and post different things on different platforms every day. Okay, that being said, can you share content from one platform to another? Absolutely. If you have an awesome graphic that works on Instagram, you can wait a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then share the same thing on Facebook. It's totally okay. You just want to alter the caption so that it targets your audience instead of just a simple copy and paste. So make sure that you are mixing it up. And if it works on one platform, you can feed it to another platform. Instagram can feed to Pinterest. Facebook, you can share sometimes on Instagram. So it's okay for it to go both ways. Okie doke. Number 4, blog. I am a firm believer in blogging. It does wonders for your SEO. It's a great way to get people to your site. I have actually, as I've been researching some of the topics for us, I've come across my own blog, which is weird to me. So it totally works. 50 is the magic number. Not 3 like you've been told since you were a child, but 50. That's what gets people to your website. That's what really starts to optimize your SEO. So blogging is killer. So how does that help you with posting fatigue? Well, there's so many different ways to utilize a blog. Plus, when you're researching the material, it triggers other things in your head for you to post, but you should be able to get at least 5 good, very different posts out of a single blog. Whether you're converting it on Lumen 5, whether you're converting it to an audio, whether you're just doing a screenshot or quoting yourself, which is a little unusual, but you totally can do it. If the content's good, the content's good. Doesn't matter who says it. So yeah, blogging can help you get past that posting fatigue as well. Number 5, change up your posting schedule. If you've been scheduling in the morning, change it to the afternoon. If you've been doing it in the afternoon, change it to the morning or the evening. That's really also a good way to tell how engaged. Hey, Justina, how are you doing this morning? It's also a good way to tell if your audience is engaging at the optimal time. Sometimes we discover when we shift from morning to afternoon that we're getting better engagement. So I think you should test that periodically anyway, just to make sure that you're on at the right time of day. Number 6, involve your followers. Okay, this can look like several things. It can be using user-generated content. It can be fan highlights. It can be asking a specific question or using a testimonial from a follower. Any of that material will work, and it will help you kind of get around your posting fatigue. I love user-generated content, especially retail. If you provide a service and somebody tags you and they talk about how awesome your service is, share it. Their friends and family love to see them mentioned on a brand's page, so you will get additional traction you would not have normally gotten had you not used that user-generated content. Number 7, take care of your own mental health. Okay, what does that mean? It means that if you've been doing this for more than a minute, hey Leah, how are you? If you've been doing this for more than a minute, you're going to have some negative comments. It's just the way the world works. Things happen. You can't make everybody happy. You're not pie. So it's very important that you have a plan to deal with the negative. So if you already have a plan in place and you already know how you're going to react to a negative comment, it takes that mental stress off of you so you don't have to consider it in the moment. Because nothing is worse than being in the middle of a heated situation and having no clue about which way to turn to get rid of it. We have been called in several situations for social media catastrophe. One that I can think of, one of the most recent ones, we had a retailer who was attacked in a what's happening in this area for not really even a good reason, not even something they did. And sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing, but you have to have a plan in action so that you know which way to turn. And your mental health can also mean taking some time for yourself daily. That can look like journaling, it can look like meditating. I'm not talking about 2 hours, I'm talking about 10 minutes. Sometimes just clearing your head, getting up and moving around, or for the love of Pete, try not to eat in front of your computer. I'm the worst about doing that, but sometimes just changing your location can change your mental perception of what's happening. So it's totally okay to take time for yourself. I think it's necessary. Sometimes just breathing exercises, especially if you work at the computer all day, if you get movement in the upper part of your body, yoga moves where moves your shoulders around, it's really works towards clearing your head for sure. Number 8, have a location to park future ideas. Again, I'm the worst about this. I will be in the shower and have some come to Jesus moment with myself about, I need to be doing this. When you have those moments, or you have an article you come across that's perfect, but you're nowhere near your computer, or you're nowhere near ready to post, you need to have a place to put it, whether you're parking it in, like, if you're on TikTok and you see good information, there's an app called Pin Talk where you can actually pin those TikToks. So if I get, and there's so much really good small business information on TikTok. If I find a cool app or a cool website, I have a business folder in my Pin Talk where I can put it and then go back to it later for motivation or inspiration. Or Pinterest is also a great parking lot. I have hidden boards on Pinterest that I use to put information so I can come back to that at a future time when I'm actually ready to start creating content for that user, even if it's me. And number 9, schedule yourself some downtime. I think it's important, again, to schedule yourself time to be away from your computer, even if it's just 30 minutes for lunch, hopefully more than 30 minutes. I think that's okay. I think it's okay to take a day off and play hooky here and there. Although, again, this is something I struggle with personally. I have a lot of guilt if I feel like my team's working and I'm not working. I should totally be working. So it makes me work probably more sometimes than I should, but it is what it is. And I am very slowly getting over that. So yes, please schedule yourself downtime, even if it doesn't have to be complicated, just even if it's lunch with a buddy once a week. Schedule yourself time to get away, because anytime you change your pattern or change your routine, it really serves to clear your head, and that's where your creativity comes from. Okay, quick recap. Let's go through them again. How to combat posting fatigue. Mix it up. If you're always posting articles, maybe switch it to a graphic or vice versa. Number 2, host a contest or giveaway. Number 3, cross promote from one platform to another. If it worked on Instagram, it will also work on Facebook, but wait a few weeks, change the caption, lose the hashtags, You guys know what I mean. Number 4, blog. Great way when you're in research mode. It's a great way to get your creative juices flowing. Or you might see somebody who you totally disagree with, which is awesome. Use that angle to make your next post. Number 5, change up your posting schedule. Number 6, involve your followers. User generated content is best. I mean, awesome, awesome. Love user generated content. Number 7, take care of your mental health. And that could actually probably be combined with number 9, which is scheduling downtime, because that all comes down to what's healthy for you and what works for you. And number 8 is have a location to park ideas for future posts. These are just a few ideas to combat posting fatigue. I hope you guys don't struggle with it often, although it's inevitable. At some point you will have it. I had it over the summer. We generate so much content. I just got to the point where if I do one more video, I think I'm going to throw open my shoe. So I took about a month off so that I could regroup and regenerate and talk to my team and get some ideas. And part of what burns me out is having to have all the ideas myself. So if that is something that is part of your problem, that's an easy fix. You just ask someone who's outside of your circle. And that someone may be us. We are really good about consulting. If you need an idea, if you need 50 ideas for videos to post on Reels, we can help you generate that. If you are looking for a content schedule, we can help generate that. You just need to let us know how we can help you. That's it for me this morning. Next week, we are going to be back at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, and we're going to be discussing imposter syndrome. And I promise you, everybody has it. Women in particular have it. Really, women have it. I think it's more of a girl thing. I guess some men have it. I've not met a man who has I think it's just female, but it's totally real. And I have never, no matter how accomplished the woman, I have yet to meet one who hasn't had it at some point in her life or her career. So join us next week when we talk about imposter syndrome. And you guys let me know if there's any topics or information that you're interested in so we can schedule that for September, because that schedule is coming. And until next week, I'm Karen Taradas, and I'm here to help. Thanks, guys.